Nichelle, I am one of the few reporters here today who remembers and who had actually worked Star Trek from the beginning. DeForest Kelly and I were talking about that earlier. And it is so thrilling to have this 25-year experience with you people.
Yes, it's thrilling for us too, and for us to all be here together and experience this phenomenon called Star Trek.
I remember that after the first year of
Yes.
the TV series, you wanted to pull out.
Yes.
And I never really understood exactly why.
I felt that I had a vibrant and exciting career going, and my first love is musical theater, and I had come back from Europe to do Star Trek, and I thought I had created this lovely character, and it was fun doing, and I wanted to go on and do other things. I wanted to create other characters, and I wanted to sing and get back to my show, and besides, I thought the show was so good that it was going to get canceled anyway. It was too good.
Let me know in the comments, have you ever seen her do musical theater?
And so I didn't want to stick around for the cancellation. I thought I'll go on with my career. And as fate would have it, I met Dr. Martin Luther King that very weekend. And he said, "You cannot quit. You can't leave now." He said, "You have opened a door and changed the face of television forever. You can't leave it now. It's too soon. You're a first, but it's an important first." He says, "You have the first non-stereotypical role on television for the world to see. This is not a black role, and it's not a female role, and you've got it. And you're part of the command crew. And for the first time, the world is going to see us as we should be seen, working in harmony, in peaceful exploration, on an equal level."
Be honest in the comments. Do you think it was a blessing or a curse that she met Dr. Martin Luther King? On one hand, she was about to leave the show. If you are a fan of the show, let me know how this affects you.
Going where no man or woman has gone before. He says, "You've created a character with dignity and strength. And the world must see that. They see us as we should be seen." And I thanked him, and I thought that was pretty heady. And I thought, I can't leave.
You had another first, and that was the first interracial kiss.
Yes.
On television.
Yes, yes.
Now, for people who weren't around at that time, tell them with whom and so forth.
Oh, this was Uhura, and of course I didn't do it. I'm innocent. But Uhura and Captain Kirk had this love scene on this planet where the people had kinetic power. And they were forcing them to entertain them in this Romanesque arena by making love. And they resented it, and of course they fought it, but of course they kissed.
Let me know, do you remember that episode?
Well, the studios and the network were very apprehensive that we would lose viewers and the South would rise up, and I don't know what they thought would happen. But Gene Roddenberry sent me a copy, and he said, "I thought you'd be interested in this. This was the worst letter we got." And it was from a man, he says, from Georgia, and he said, "I don't condone the coming together of the races," he says, "but any time a red-blooded American boy like Captain Kirk gets a gal in his arms that looks like Lieutenant Uhura, he ain't gonna fight it." So the extent of the negative mail, and we all laughed and I guess breathed a sigh of relief, you know. But it just goes to show you, you show the right way. You treat everyone as equals. You adhere to IDIC, infinite diversity and infinite combinations, and people say, "Yeah, that's right."
Do you have a memento of the show that you have kept all this time?
Many
Like what?
mementos.
Like what?
Like tribbles. Do you know the trouble with tribbles? They're born pregnant. Well, I have received tribbles from fans ad nauseum infinitum. I'm up to my communications. I'm in triples. And many others. And of course, mostly probably in my heart of meeting the fans and the people who have stated that Uhura specifically has impacted their life in a positive way, namely Whoopi Goldberg and Mae Jemison, the first black astronaut in NASA, who had heard me speak when I was recruiting the first women and minority astronauts for the Space Shuttle program. And she said, I knew then I was going to be an astronaut. Whoopi said, when I saw her on television, I knew I could be anything I wanted to be. She told Gene when she was convincing him that she really wanted to be in the next generation, that she always wanted to be Uhura's daughter.
You know, that just almost gives me chills.
Yes, it is. Me too.
Because
What an honor. What an honor.
Yeah, you have a place in history.
Yes.
It's more than just
Yes.
being an actress.
And now it's fun getting back to my career of singing and doing my musical. I have one woman show called Reflections. I get to do 14 legendary women entertainers.
And I hope I get to see that. You're coming
We're
to...
going to tour all over the country and take it to Broadway.
Marvelous. Then I know I'll get to see it.
Right. I'm going to give you a copy of my new album, Nichelle Out of This World, and specifically because Crescendo asked me to do the tribute to Gene on it that I wrote with Jim Meehan.
I'll be so thrilled
It's
to
a
hear it.
beautiful song, and I got to give it to him before we lost him. And it tells everything I feel about him, how much I love him.
What a touching thing. Thank you, Nichelle. I really
Thank you.
enjoyed this visit, and
Thank
I'll
you
look
very
forward to
much.
seeing you when you come to Dallas.
Good to
Thank
see you
you,
again,
dear.
Bobby. Thank you.
This video raises some questions, and I need for you to be extremely honest in the comments when answering them. And just so you know, I have 3 questions. Number 1, what do you think of the fit of Nichelle Nichols on Star Trek? Number 2, were you a fan of the Star Trek series? And number 3, which version of Star Trek do you prefer? Now please be honest in the comments when answering these questions. Share this video with anyone you deem necessary, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.